So, welcome back to another episode of the Speedy Sto interview, where we highlight the best and the brightest youth athletes in track and field today. I'm Steve Sto, the man behind the rankings, and I'm with my co-host Salea today. And we have a special guest with us who's been making major waves this indoor season.
That's right. She currently holds the number one spot in the 60 meter, 200 meter, and 400 meter for 11 12 years in Speedy Sto ranking. She opens the season up with a 7.88 in the 60 meters, a 26.13 in the 200 meters, and a 1 flat point 46 in the 400 meters.
Yes, those some impressive times, but her success didn't just start this year. She's been climbing the rankings for a while. Back at 9 years old, she placed sixth in the 200 meters and fifth in the 400 meters at the USATF Junior Olympics. Fast forward a year later, she went and took second in both that 200 meters and that 400 meters at the USATF Junior Olympics.
We're so excited to dive into our journey, training, and what's next for the season. So let's welcome Morgan Doggett and her dad to the Speedy Sto interview series.
So how's it going, guys? How's it going?
I'm good. How about y'all?
Pretty good, pretty good. So let's dive right up into it. So, Brandon, what has it been like to watch Morgan growth and success in track over the last couple of years?
Oh, it's been a really great ride. She's been this is year 7. I think this is her 7th year running, and so she started at 5 years old, and you 4? Yeah, she was 4. She was 4, turning 5.
Okay.
I don't. Track is hard, and then nothing's too hard. And then kind of made her run that next year, and she fell in love with it. And you just watch her love competing and pushing herself. Remember one time she just came and asked to run the 800. She's just willing to try anything, and so it's been a great ride watching her kind of rise up the ranks.
Definitely.
Morgan, what's your favorite previous meal snack? Any rituals you have before stepping on the track?
I don't have a favorite pre-race meal, but I see my Nana a lot when she comes to a lot of the track meets, and she usually always has like 2 packs of Mentos for me because I love Mentos so much. They're probably my favorite. People don't consider them candies, but they're probably one of my favorite candies ever. And a pre-race ritual I would have is every time I get to this, as I'm walking up to the starting line, I always say a little quick prayer to, just it makes me feel good inside to know that God's with me on my side while I'm running on the track. So that's probably it.
Okay.
Okay. In the season, you have been unstoppable with the 3 number 1 times for 12 years this season. What's your opinion? Have What's your opinion on like the key to your success?
The key to my success, I feel like it's always having a goal because I always strive to get better at every race I go to, and I always try to push myself hard. So just having a goal and mindset to just push myself, and then my parents always there to support me, my coaches, everyone. It's always just a good support system. So I just feel like that's also it plays a big role in how every success and everything I've been doing.
Okay, so talking about that support system. So, Brandon, what is your role in this relationship here?
Oh yeah, so I coined a new term. I'm the fatherger. You got the mom and the fatherger. I carry the bags, man. I put spikes in. Honestly, my entire role is just to, and my wife as well, Melissa and we just support the kids, man. We're their biggest cheerleaders. There's no failures. It's either going to be a day where we win or we learn, but we're always going to eat ice cream or some cake afterwards, right? It's usually this an ice cream day or a cake day, and just trying to keep it light and keep them having fun. They push themselves, they work so hard. Our job is just to keep them loving it and pushing themselves. So that's our job, is just to be big supporters.
Okay, I love it. I love it. So, as that big supporter, you got a coaching staff and stuff that you have to depend on. Then, so what do you look for in her coaching staff to ensure that she reaches her full potential?
So we've been with the same coaches since there. She started with the same coaches, and it's been the first thing. I love coaches that are always going to clinics, always learning, working on their craft, and bringing new and creative ideas to training to kind of help them develop. So I started making videos of the girls, her, Melanie, and Morgan, early on, only because they wanted me to send them videos. So I was sending videos to the coaches so that they could break the video down, break that down. And I mean, every single race, we send those to the coaches. So I want coaches that are vested in my kid too. Our coach Sam, she saw Melanie running one time, and she was like, "Hey, if you ever need any help, I'd love to work with the girls." And Morgan was 4 at the time, right? She wasn't even really running. She was just running around. And so she saw something in them early and really puts a lot of time, effort, and energy into develop them. So that's the biggest part of what we're looking for in a coach.
Okay, that sounds good. Shout out Major Impact. Sound like they got some good things going on over there.
It's been a good ride.
Outside of track, what do you enjoy doing for fun?
What I enjoy doing for fun. I'm always on my phone. I love. Ooh, Jesus, what's that? Oh, I love to talk to my friends. I really like playing Roblox. I really don't do a whole lot. I like to be on the, like I said, be on the phone with my friends, play Roblox, watch TikTok. Just sit around and really do nothing. I really like to do nothing because we're always out doing something. So when I get a chance to just sit at home and relax, I really like to do that.
Roblox. What's that favorite game on that Roblox?
I don't know. Roblox has been getting boring lately, but I just really like to play anything.
Okay, well, you have been dominating the 60 meters, 200 meter, and 400. Which of these events is your favorite and why?
Probably the 400 because I just like the thrill of like the 400. Like I get jitters when I run all my races, but the 400 nerves are just something different. And that's probably like make me the most nervous. And after you run it, you just feel like all the nerves are gone. And you just feel so good after. Because like when you run a good 400 race, it just means so much to me. So I feel like that's probably one of my favorites.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that one. Most people say that 400 is the death race. That's not. So, as her number one supporter right there, how do you keep her confident and ready for those big stage races like the Junior Olympics? I saw y'all did New Balance Nationals last year.
No, yeah, we do Nike, and so Nike and there's another big meet called Mark Trail. We've done a lot of big meets for them, and so most meets we consider practice. We treat them like it's practice. There's a plan for all of them, so they know what they are. So the goal is just to keep them focused on what their execution is supposed to be for the day and having a good time. So it's you sit down in front of before the meet and kind of, hey, what's your race plan? What's your strategy? What are you going to do? And kind of keep them in that lane, right? We don't really worry what stage it's on. It's just another meet, and you go out and do your best and see what happens.
Definitely.
Okay. What goes through your mind when you are like starting a race?
So it all depends on the race. Like when I'm at the 400 and I'm doing indoors, the one thing that goes through my mind every single race is that I'm gonna fall. Like when I'm going down the bank, and I just get so nervous. And with the 100, I just think it's not really that long of a race. And I just try to think, oh, it's going to be quick. We just got to get done quick. But then when you run it, the 100 feels pretty long. But it's a whole lot of running. But it really just depends on the race and what goes to my mind.
What's your goal for the season and any PRs you were chasing?
For the 400, I want to get a sub 60. So I want to get maybe like a 57 or 58 and maybe a 56 if I run well enough. And it's really going to be a 400 season this year, a lot of 400s and 200s because last season I ran a lot of 100s. So I really want to get maybe break a 26 too, get a 25 hopefully. So those are just my goals.
Definitely, I could definitely see that coming. After that indoor, oh my gosh, one flat indoors, 26 indoors. Whew. So, Brandon, though, how do you manage being involved? How do you really manage being involved as a parent, but also giving the coaches their space to really work together with your children?
Great, yeah, that's a great question, right? We try to stay out of the way, or I'm help. I try to be very helpful, right? We're always on the sideline or close by, and really I'm learning a lot from the coaches, right? Our coaches will take their time and kind of tell us what the plans are and kind of point us in the right direction. Most of the kids in our club are high school kids, so a lot of times it's kind of just me or Melissa taking the girls to a meet. So she's telling us, Coach Sam's telling us what to do and what's going on, making sure we got the phone so they can Zoom. The coach, parent, athlete kind of triangle is really important. A coach can't be great if the parents aren't super supportive. They tell us what's going on, and we get to enforce that message at home and kind of make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So yeah, it's open communication between the parents and the coaches and the kids is kind of the best case scenario. At least that's the way we've been operating.
Yeah, sounds amazing to me. Like y'all got the plan. Look, y'all got it done already. Y'all been doing big things. So what you say goes now.
I'm right.
What advice would you give to a kid who wants to be as fast as you?
Can you say that one more time?
What advice would you give to a kid who wants to be as fast as you?
I get this question a whole lot, and I never really know how to answer it. But I would just say, like, having a good mindset on if you really want to do track, just have a good mindset, be positive all the time. Just know you can do this and trust in yourself, and just it's all about the mindset. Because if you believe that you can do anything, you really can do it.
Okay. So we hear a lot about the Doggett sisters all the time. Y'all got that strong track presence there. How do you think that that strong track family presence has really shaped Morgan's journey so far?
Well, I would say that being a little sister, I'm a younger brother, so I exist in that space too. You kind of live in your older sibling shadow a little bit, and Melanie does cast a really big shadow. And then Morgan also has an older brother who's a pretty good soccer player who takes up a lot of our time and effort and energy too. So she's got older siblings. Her older sister, she's in college now, but she was all-state lacrosse player in Kentucky. So she's got a lot of older siblings that have kind of made their mark. So it's kind of like she's expecting herself to make that mark. That's where she has that good self-confidence at. So she believes in herself. And remember, she's got every day she goes to practice, she's running next to two of the fastest girls in the country when you think of Melanie and then Santo Aguilo. That's who she trains with. We had several girls that are pushing and doing great things, and so she's surrounded by that kind of talent and people who are pushing themselves, and that's really helped her along her journey. She's got a really good again, I'd say a good social network and a good track team that support her growth and her journey, and they cheer for her all the time, just like she cheers for them. So that's kind of how we worked it through.
Okay. So far in her journey though, what's your proudest moment of watching her compete?
Ooh, there's a couple, but proudest moment. One is at Junior Olympics in what was it 20 out in Oregon. She was experiencing some really, really bad cramps. Didn't think she was going to be able to run her favorite event. Didn't think she was going to be able to run that 400. And I mean, it was like down to the last couple seconds. And then she kind of went out there and she just pushed, man. I think she ran a PR that day. Oh, it wasn't a PR. It was like 102.
It was 102.
She ran a 102, but that was the fastest 102 I ever saw. And crying and doing that just to push through like that was massive for me, man. That was massive just to see that will and that drive of her own. It was just, it was a big deal for me. So that was my biggest moment.
Man, it sounds amazing. I know I watched some of those meets out there in Oregon. I know that facility itself. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You can go. That's we made that trip. It was I don't think you get to run there often as a kid. So we definitely were like, we're gonna go out there and make that one. So it was an interesting journey.
What pro athlete is your favorite to watch?
My favorite pro athlete is probably Tara Davis, because I saw her run in Atlanta City Games. I watched her do the long jump, and she was just so fun to be around. She talked to me. She came over and talked to us a lot. You would have thought that we'd known each other for a long time. And we actually did a few Zoom calls with our team when I was younger, and it's really nice. And I always love to see her run and perform, because she looks like she has a whole lot of fun when she does it. So it's just really nice to watch her.
Definitely. I'm a fan. I'll be watching their Instagram, her and her husband, Hunter. Yeah. He got me watching the Paralympics and everything too. So yeah.
Yep.
Other than yourself, who's your favorite young athlete to watch?
Probably my sister, because I go to track meets. I watch a lot of the races that I run, but I just love to watch her run, because she runs so smoothly, and sometimes she doesn't have a lot of coordination with certain things, but when she runs, she just looks so coordinated. She looks like she's in her zone, and she just runs so well, and it's always just very, very fast. So I just like to watch her run.
That's a new one right there, exclusive here. More Melody haven't been coordinated. You would never know at all, because she be rolling.
It's funny sometimes. So yeah, track is her. She's in her element on the track.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have any rivals?
Who's probably the toughest competition you face often?
Probably Sophie Day, Ariel. What's Ariel's last name?
Murray.
Ariel Murray, Adriana Alexander. Just all of them. Running with them, I always do really, really good when I run with them. So they always push me to do my best.
Cool. So what's the plans for this season then? Got any meets playing? Well, Junior Olympics, AU, USATF, what y'all looking like?
So still indoor right now. So we're qualified for Nike. We have so she'll run Nike Middle School. The next meet is Coach Miami here in Birmingham, Alabama.
Bama Showcase.
Yeah, Bama Showcase. Then we will kind of just do the school. We're gonna run middle school, so we kind of shut down for a little bit. Georgia Middle School state meet is a big deal meet. It'll actually be the first time that Melanie and Morgan will have to race each other since they were 8 and under. So I've tried a while to keep them from racing each other. And then the Nike Outdoor is on the agenda, and then hopefully we get 2 invitationals in the meantime. So we got some big deals, and then we're gonna take it to USATF Junior Olympics. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina, so that's home for us. We're from, our family's from North Carolina, so we love going back to Greensboro and running and seeing our family, and so that's always a big and good opportunity for us.
What part of North Carolina y'all from?
So my wife is from Anson County, so it's outside of Charlotte. And
right there, and that's where my wife is from too. That's crazy.
County?
Yeah, she's from Anson County.
Listen now, we get to dig. They cousins. I'm telling you, I already know. I already know that PD River is something different. And then my family, the Doggett family, is we're out of Greensboro, North Carolina. And Morgan was born in Raleigh, so we started in. She was born in Raleigh, so Raleigh was where they first kind of came into the world.
Wow, that's crazy, because literally I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and now we live in Raleigh. So yeah. But yeah. Let's go to like a future world real fast. Okay. We had a lot of stuff last year talking about these relays and all that stuff. So we like to put out a little thing here of if we could put an all-star relay team together, okay? This first one's gonna be for you, Brandon, and the next one we're gonna have for Morgan. All-star relay team, 11, 12-year-old girls, 4x4. You gotta put Morgan on it. Who you got on it, and what legs are they going?
All right, on the 4x4 all-star team, I'll start with one of our local rivals, but no, it's Georgia Power, good buddy of ours, Adriana Alexander. I would have her start the 400. Then I would follow up with Elise Pridgeon out of MVP in Virginia, and then I'd have Morgan go on the 3rd leg, and then finish up with Liliana Derva out of Florida. So that would be my all-star 4x4, and we take it and run against any high school team. So that's what I'd go do.
Oh yeah, y'all beating most of those high school teams. The 1 and 2 out there, you probably can't mess with most of them.
Oh yeah, that'll be a fun group of kids. So good families, and definitely would be a fun time to get all 4 of them together.
Definitely, it would be amazing.
But now Morgan, all-star team, 11, 12 girls, 4x1 this year. Who would you put, including yourself, and what legs?
So I would probably go back to, we did a Georgia Power relay maybe 2-3 years ago with Adriana Alexander, Ariel Murray, and Madison Marshall and me. So that was probably one of the only relays I ran on. But it was probably my favorite because we just did so good and we connected well together. So I would put back to the order. I would Madison at 1st leg, then Ariel at 2nd leg, me at 3rd leg, and Adriana at the last leg to finish it off. So that was probably one of my favorite relays ever, and I would probably want to go do that again.
Okay. Y'all got a little Georgia connection there too. Okay.
That was we stick together, man. Georgia Power. So
definitely. Quick question too. So, what grade is Morgan in this year? 6th or 7th?
6th grade.
6th grade. So you just now started middle school. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
And then Melanie's in the 8th.
Melanie's in the 8th grade. Yep. They're
all
of them are 2 years apart.
Cool. But hey, this has been a great interview. Y'all have any shout outs, any questions or anything?
Shout outs?
What's that? Well, Salil, I remember watching you run was it last year? Or no, maybe I think it was the year before, and I think she broke a record, a big record at Junior Olympics. And it was like, oh wow, she's really talented. So I definitely appreciate y'all taking the time to reach out to us from being a big time superstar like yourself, thinking about us too. So I truly do appreciate you giving us the opportunity tonight.
I definitely. Yeah, y'all killing the game. I'm saying we was talking about this year of like goals and everything, and Slay was talking about one flat. I was like, the 12-year-old girl who just ran this like last week. Yeah.
Listen, Morgan told her, like, if you believe you can do it, you will. You just got to execute your race and push yourself through that pain. You'll get there. It's coming. Coming.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Y'all have a good night.
Y'all too.